Today I'd like to start this discussion off with a statement. Yep. And that would be, I know you don't believe me, but you'll get yours. I know you don't believe me or you won't believe me, but you will get yours. Now I'm directing this because today I went to a little gathering. I talked to you guys earlier, but I had to get clinical today because, you know, and whenever you have a large gathering of people, okay, over 100 people or something, you're always going to have several assholes in that bunch. It's a giver, right? It's given. You know, if you know, if we want to look at this scale of how narcissism affects our population, all you have to do is take a small swath of people, you know, small gathering, 100 people or something. That's a small gathering compared to the world. And you look for your narcissist in the group. Which is why I made the statement just a moment ago. I know you don't believe me. I know you don't. But you're going to get yours. You know, you people out there, you people who are people's bosses, right? Because what I did was I went to, they had like a little, you know, corporate picnic or something that I was invited to. A friend of mine works for a company and they had like a gathering. I had a chance to mingle, look at a bunch of people and stuff. I had a lot of fun too. A lot of good people were there. But you know me, in a gathering, I'm going to be looking for narcissists because I need to figure this out. And we always have these conversations, folks, for the best purposes, right? Gauging the narcissist. You know, these people, you know, don't believe that they're going to get theirs. And this is one of the reasons why we're going to have this talk today, because, you know, you have people in this world who live their lives doing whatever and not really thinking about the repercussions of their actions, because they don't really have to answer for it, right? And they figure, well, there's nothing after this life, right? So I can do whatever I want and then it's over. Because that's what you think. That's why you guys say your souls. That's why you die for money and all types of things that don't even have value at all. But your soul has value. So you soulless people out there, right, who do what you want, don't think that there's an immediate repercussion that could come, you know, karmic, from your actions. Now, I was standing around, you know, and I didn't have a badge on because I'm not an employee there, but I was, you know, hanging out. And I was in line, you know, we're getting hot dogs and shit. And, you know, I happened to be right around a group of people who were having a conversation, all co-workers, and the boss walks up. And one of the co-workers was telling the other guy something about smiling, right? Telling him, did you need to smile more? It's always good when you smile or something. And he was just, yeah, you know, it's a hard day and all this stuff. Because I think he had to do some work that day. Everyone else was hanging out. He was working. So, you know, maybe his back was hurting. Maybe his foot or leg was hurting or something. You know, people are human. When you break someone down, they're going to, you know, they're going to show it outwardly. So this guy wasn't necessarily being a sourpuss or anything or looking evil or anything. But he just had a really serious look on his face. He had a lot of stuff to do. And I'm assuming that maybe when this thing was over, he would be one of the people organized to have to take this thing apart and break it down. So he was about business, right? You know, it's almost, you know, you have to kind of look at a person and put yourself in their shoes and realize that, you know, this person has a mission, right? When you guys, you know, because you're so inconsiderate and you don't think about other people, you come to these things. And I looked at a lot of you people out there today, and you had a great old time. And you never paid attention to all of those staffers. You know, they had like temp people working and stuff, doing the service and serving people and all of this stuff. And I watched how you treated these people. I never once showed a discourtesy to anyone at this place. But I observed, and there was plenty of it going on. So this boss makes a comment under his breath. He's not even in the conversation. We'll get to that in a minute about how these narcissistic bosses think they own you. This is a grown man. This guy was about maybe 55 years old or something, right? And the boss was younger than him, maybe looked by about maybe at least 15 years younger. So you have this arrogance, right? All of this is what I witnessed in this moment. So the boss makes this comment under his breath because the lady said, you know, something about the complimenting the guy about having a nice smile, and she doesn't see him smile much. And the boss says, what did he say? He said, you know, yeah, you're better or something. Or he made some type of statement, you know, or else. No, that's what he said. That's what he said. She said something about him smiling. And y'all got to bear with me because it was a lot going on today. But she said something about this guy smiling. Because it was a point that I had to make to you guys. But she said something about this guy had a nice smile and everything. He was thanking her for it. And then this younger guy walks up into the crowd. And you can tell by how everybody tensed up that this probably was their boss or something. But the guy says, you know, and I just did it again, folks. I just told you what the guy said. But he made a statement about the person not smiling. Oh, no, that's what he said. I'm sorry. See, here we go. Y'all bear with me. He said, or else. Right? 2 words, or else. And that was an open-ended statement because it didn't have any significance to the conversation. Had nothing to do with the people talking, the grown-ups having a conversation. And so I really wanted to get in this guy's shit, but, you know, I'm a guest there, so I couldn't say too much. But I just, you know, I wanted to talk to you guys about this. Because you may be an asshole out there, right? At a job, and you're doing this to your subordinates. It's not fair to them. This was a grown man working his job dutifully, doing what he had to do, and you made it a point to say something to the effect of, he better be smiling or else? Or else what? What if he turned around to you and said, or else I'll knock your fucking teeth out? What if he turned around and said that to you? Would that be nice? Would you be taken aback by that? See, just as empaths, we're built to do such things. That's why I'm talking about this today, folks, because it's funny. Narcissists will say things to catch you off guard, and not expecting you to counter. See, when you have claws and fangs, just like the rabid sociopath, they are completely taken aback. They don't know what to do with that. They're not built for that type of combat. They're used to people running and cowering from them, you know, when they come around. So they're not used to people kicking back and punching back. Claws and fangs, right? We step on narcissists over here, right? So I sat back and watched this guy hold it in and sulk, and, you know, he was embarrassed. He turned a little red. And I felt really bad for the guy, right? I wanted to deck this boss for him. But I didn't want to go out there in handcuffs, you know. Would have been nice. I'm sure the employees would have, you know, applauded me or something. But I don't need that validation, right? But you narcissistic bosses out here in the world, you'll open your mouths because you're so fucking arrogant because you're someone's boss, right? That you don't even have respect for people who are older than you. So this 50-something-year-old guy, right? Because you're his boss, you're entitled, right, to come up to him in the middle of a grown folks conversation, because all of them were older than you, and assert yourself. And see, that's your insecurity, right? That's your positioning. I'm the boss. Look at me, guys. Look at me. I'm the boss. I can say what I want. Imagine if everyone did what they wanted to do. Imagine if all of you assholes were around people who were willing to put their hands on you or willing to put you in your place somehow. How that would really jar you, because you're not used to that. You're not used to dealing with people who are going to be assertive with you folks. This is what you guys have to do when you're dealing with narcissistic assholes in any social environment. Stay away from them for one thing, but if they're your boss, like in this case, you know, you're going to have to learn them enough that, you know, when they're coming around, that you can like weasel your way out of the situation. And that's not being a coward, but you're just you're steering clear of that bullshit. You don't want to smell it. You don't want to get it flung on you or anything. So you stay away from these people. And all day long, I saw these assholes all in their little groups, you know, waving the wait staff over, talking down to the wait staff, telling people what they need to do, and all types of stuff. These people are at their job. They have a supervisor that's telling them to you know, put drinks out or do whatever, or serve the food or something, and it's not even necessary for you to say anything to them. You're already there enjoying yourself, and they have to work while you're partying, right? And you don't even have enough in you to be considerate to these people. They're just trying to make a living just like you, right? And so I look at that and I think to myself, we need to figure out ways to always be prepared to counter these fucking narcissistic assholes and expect them to say the wrong things. They're narcissists, people. They're not considerate. They don't think about your feelings. It's all about them. So when do you see them trying to delicately discuss something with you, right? To you know, not hurt your feelings. When have you seen these things? When have they ever been capable of such things? So I want you guys, you know, and it'll piss you the fuck off. It'll really make you mad, because if you're at a job, like I said, and this is the thing that the narcissist holds over that employee, the fact that they have to make a living, they may have children, they have, you know, they need medical insurance or whatever they're working a job for to take care of their families. And they're not obligated, right, to address you, right? They don't have any obligations to address you other than do their job. And they may want to, and that's what hurts, their pride. And you so readily and so easily were willing, you know, to step on their pride because you're a piece of shit. I look at these narcissistic people all the time. When I used to work a job, I dealt with many of them. I had many bosses like that. I could currently do business sometimes when I'm trying to get products and stuff, and I deal with certain types of people I cannot stomach. I know that their employees hate them. And I feel bad in some ways because I have to do business and get something done and get what I need. But I don't like these people. And I'm very curt and professional with these people. I don't joke around with them, right? Because I don't want them trying to take advantage of me. Because that's what a narcissist would do. As soon as you give them that advantage, they're going to take it. Okay? You know? So all of these people had a great time today, right? Except for that guy and except for some other people who were being treated badly. You know, if you're the type of person who goes to a wedding reception or some gathering, and you treat the wait staffers and the people who are servicing you, you treat them like shit, it speaks volumes about the type of person you are in this world. You're one of the people we need to put on that rocket ship and get rid of. You know? And as soon as someone treats you the same way, you're crying foul. You want all of us to sympathize with a loser, a lowlife. I looked at this guy and he had just the most evil, you know, demonic look on his face. You young, bratty asshole. Right? Your high income earning ass is not worth anything in real reality. And you don't know that. Let's get to the main part of this and then we'll wrap this up. You don't know about the unknown. Right? Meaning that you think this is all there is. Right? Everything is tangible and I can do and say what I want, and my thoughts and my negative energies I project will not come back and strangle me one day. You're those type of people who will do evil and dirt up into the 11th hour of your lives while you're on your fucking deathbeds, and then you'll grab some rosaries or you'll do something and think that somehow you're going to save yourself because you're stupid. Right? You're using third dimensional thinking to try to challenge or outsmart something much higher than you. See? Because you don't even think it's real. You're one of those people who scream when you die because you see something and you can't do anything about it. You're trapped and you'll perish. So it's just a matter of time, you know. You guys don't, you know, your days are numbered. You know, you can do as much dirt as you want. And you will see that dirt again one day. All of that dirt that you have created in this world, this misery, right? Harming other people, stepping on other people because, you know, you want to feel exalted. You want to uplift yourselves. That shit is not going to be forgotten in the universe. concerning the universe. I'm just letting you know that. For you people who are so clueless and dumb that you just don't think about these things. You know? But I want you guys, the next time you go to a family gathering or a cookout or any type of, job sponsored event or something, I want you to pay attention to all of the people who are so happy about having people service them. Who are so happy about saying, excuse me, can I get some water? You know, those people. Right? You get to feel like Rhett Butler and Scarlett O'Hara or something for the day, don't you? See? Bunch of assholes. And that's what I want you guys to know. Right? You're going to be gone with the wind one day. You're going to be swept out of here one day. It's so funny because I know this. I know this is 100% true, but you don't know this. Because you're so smart, right? You make all this money and you're so much better than all of us. But one day, because you can't take money with you, right? You know that, right? It's just a piece of paper, right? So it'll rot and go on the ground just like you will, just like your body will. But your soul is going to rot too. See? You don't know that, though. So it's so interesting, right, to watch these people in action, thinking that they got it made, thinking that they got it all planned out, and I got this life thing. So funny. I love bad behavior. But I also love, right, because I love to realize the truth, which is that one day, right, all of this stuff that you followed in this world and all of this stuff that you thought was the supreme thing and, you thought you were exalted, when you find out that you're just a rotten maggot of a soul, when you find that out one day, priceless. That's worth more than the money that you think you have in your pocket right now. Woo! Y'all check out my book. It's called I Love Bad Behavior. It's talking about these types of idiots. You can pick it up on Amazon. You can also get it on my website, thinkbehavior.info. Right? I love you guys who are checking out the videos and giving me these awesome comments. Love to help when I can. Right? And we're going to do something about this, folks. We're going to change this world one person at a time. Starting with me, right? Trickles on to you and so forth. Until we get everybody on board. Except for the people that we're going to put in the rocket ship. Because there's a special place for them somewhere. All right? So we'll be talking soon. You guys have a great day. And I'm going to retire for the day. I had a long day. And I'll be back with more of this thing because I know I'm living in a world that's not perfect, right? Nowhere near perfect. And I'm not expecting it to be. But what I am expecting is people to get in the mirror and think about what's ahead, right? And how that affects you. Because if you don't have insight, you're not going to get this. You're not going to get it. See ya!